Hey, everybody, welcome back to another daily drop here on TarHeelIllustrated.com. I'm THI publisher Andrew Jones. The topic today, it's an endless topic around here, Carolina basketball, specifically Jalen Washington playing the post position. But before I get into that, very quick reminder, for just $8.33 a month, you can be a Tar Heel Insider too. And if you just missed the promo we ran over the weekend, starting Friday, ending at midnight Monday, I'm sorry, you could have gotten on to THI, premium, all access to everything for free, no strings attached, until the start of football practice. A lot of people have been saying, dude, I hate the paywall. Paywall sucks. I can get this stuff for free elsewhere, which you can't, because there's only a couple of media outlets that cover it with the depth that we do, and the others don't have that. So that's why premium matters. If you want to be an expert, you want to be an insider, you got to be on premium. And people said, give us a chance, give us 30 days, give us 2 weeks, just let us see for ourselves. Well, we did that. And if you didn't take advantage, I'm sorry, but you still can for just $8.33 a month for a 1-year subscription to Tar Heel Illustrated. You won't regret it, even this time of year. Technically speaking, a lot of people view this as the slowest period of the year because the Tar Heel football team and the Tar Heel basketball team are not playing. Even though baseball is doing well, we don't cover baseball. I've explained many, many times. I'm a huge baseball guy, but we don't cover UNC baseball. I've explained why many, many times before. But there's still a ton of stuff, a ton of information and intel you can get on our boards and with our premium content. If you're into recruiting for football and basketball, we're nailing it big time. So just $8.33 a month, 1-year subs, same price it's been since I took over the site August 1st, 2014, almost 10 years ago. I'm about 6.5, 7 weeks away, about 7 weeks away from starting my 11th year. And the price has been the same all along. So go ahead and hop on board. All right, Jalen Washington and the post position. This has been a considerable debate. Most of the people tend to think that Carolina doesn't have enough in the post. They don't have a lot of faith in Jalen Washington. And they think Hubert made a mistake by not getting someone like Onyenso or another big out there, someone who's like a true 7-footer who will stand in front of the rim and just swap balls into the stands and stuff. No, he didn't get someone like that, and maybe he didn't need someone like that. We'll know in about 9 months, 8 months, if he really needed to get someone like that. What I'm talking about here is what kind of player Jalen can be in the post and some things that he's shown us in some of the areas he's grown. And also that it's very clear with our intel and also by how the staff handled the portal, they have tremendous faith in him. Hubert Davis and Sean May, and Sean knows big guys. Sean's a really good big man coach. Pat Sullivan's in the program. He's a big dude. He played some post defense when he was at Carolina, spent 18 years in the NBA, not as a player, but as a scout and personnel and coaching and stuff. He knows stuff, and they believe in him. So they know the game pretty well. I think that so far, Hubert's judgment of talent has been pretty good. Now, Pete Nance is very talented. Ultimately, it didn't fit in from a style standpoint. It didn't mesh, and there were other issues there. But Pete was in the NBA last year, so it's not like Hubert brought in someone who couldn't play the game. It just, the puzzle pieces didn't fully fit. I did a drop a couple of days ago saying I think these puzzle pieces fit great because there are 11 players on scholarship and each player is different. They all fill a need. And I think that's one of the reasons why this is going to be a really good team. Now, how good is it? Does it go higher than really good? I think a lot of that's going to depend on Jalen Washington. There's no doubt about it. And that's the part of the debate or discussion that I agree with, the importance of him. Now, he has to stay healthy, but that hasn't been an issue since he's come back. I think they handled that very, very well, came back slowly. And let's remember, last summer was his first summer healthy in a long time. And there's going to be some of that hesitation. He didn't play a whole lot as a freshman, and he was still playing behind Armando. So he had a different pace because he could afford to have a different pace. Now, he's the guy. So there is a sense of urgency to get a little bit stronger and bigger. There's a sense of urgency to add a layer of toughness, to get a coat of armor or two. There is a sense of urgency to get better at defending the lower block, pushing a big out some, not reaching and committing that foul. There's more a sense of urgency to hold the box out longer, to get around the box out. There's that sense of urgency to be better at rebounding his own misses, although he doesn't miss a whole lot. Shot 71% from the floor last season. So those things are points of emphasis this summer. He's got a nice offensive game. He's comfortable shooting the three. He talked about it over and over. He got to the point where he was perplexed when people would ask him about it because he could shoot. He's got that beautiful mid-range baseline jump shot, that turnaround jump shot. He's got a nice little catch and shoot game in the lane. He could do some of the one-handed stuff, go over guys. He's long. He can get up in the air. And one of the things about his game that was really impressive late and was a sign kind of leading into what I'm talking about now was how he got better rolling to the basket and being aware and ready for the ball, catching the ball and scoring. Go look at a lot of the baskets he had toward the end of the year. It's that kind of stuff. He's really got quite efficient at scoring, going to the rim, beginning his move to the rim without the ball, but getting it, going up and scoring. And I think this offense is going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of fluidity, a lot of movement, a lot of quick passing, a lot of cutting. Lubin could cut to the basket. Jay Wash could cut to the basket. I think we're going to see some high-low with the two of them. Both of them can play high. Both of them can play low. I think they're going to play well off of each other. Lubin isn't as long as Jay Wash. Jay Wash is 6'10", 7'4" wingspan. Lubin is 6'8" with a 7'1" wingspan. He's thicker. He's going to be a guy that's going to use his body a little bit more there. I think Jay Wash is going to use that quickness and get to the rim, but he's going to learn to use the body more. And I think he's going to find himself getting buckets because of movement. And he can go right up and score. He does finish pretty well at the rim. That was something that Armando struggled with, and Armando sometimes kind of made some cracks about, a lot of his rebounds were rebounding his own misses, but credit him for having a nose for that. A lot of guys aren't very good at that. Jay Wash finishes pretty well at the rim. He may not need to get a lot of offensive rebounds off of his own misses. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does. And I haven't heard a whole lot about what the team has done so far. We're here in the middle of June, almost the middle of June. We'll get some intel fairly soon about that. But I do want to go into what he did last year very quickly, just to remind some people that don't know all the numbers. He did play in all 37 games, 8.5 minutes a game, 3.9 points, 2.6 rebounds, shot 70.1% from the floor. He was 8 for 15 from three, and they were comfortable. Not a huge sample size, but I do think that's part of his game. 64.5% from the free throw line. He was second on the team with 21 block shots given his minutes played. Here's the thing that I think is very intriguing. Per 40 minutes, 18.5 points, 12.3 rebounds, 2.7 blocks. Think about that. Now, he's not going to play 40 minutes a game, but if he plays 32, you take, 20% of that out? You're still looking at 15 points a game. You're still looking at, 9.5 rebounds a game. You're still looking at 2 blocks a game. Now, how much better is he defensively? If he's 25% better defensively, is that enough? Would you, as all of you Carolina fans that are watching and listening, would you take that, stick it in your back pocket, and run? He's a 6'10" guy with a 7'4" wingspan, and if he's giving you 15, 9, and 2, and he's an average defender on the block, would you take that? I think a lot of people would. And I don't think it's unrealistic that he has that kind of season. I don't think it's unrealistic. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I don't think it's unrealistic. And I think there's a lot of confidence in the program that he can be that kind of guy. Even if he's 13 and a half and 8 and 2, and he's an average defender, would you take that? I'm very curious to know from a production standpoint, what's the minimum you would take from Jalen Washington saying he plays 30, 32 minutes a game? Let's have this discussion. I'd love to know what you think would be the acceptable minimum. Points per game, rebounds per game, blocks. If you want to throw in field goal percent, that's fine. He was at 70% last year. I think 55% and above, 58% and above. If he's at 58%, 13.3 points, 8.1 rebounds, 2 blocks, would you take it? Let me know. Let us know on our Facebook page. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know on our message boards. I'm very curious to know what you guys would think. I think that Jalen Washington is going to be the player most people watch super closely when the season starts, outside of being enamored by whatever the freshmen do, or just being, okay, let's stare at Ian Jackson. Let's stare at Drake Powell. For me, it's going to be Jay Wash, because I think his growth is the most important thing that can develop, that can happen this offseason for this basketball team. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget, go on over, THI. If you missed a chance to sign up for free for a couple of months, go on over now. It's just $8.33 a month. It's not even a drive-through. A couple of candy bars and a soda or a water at a convenience store. That's basically $8.33 a month now. You do that, boom, you're paid for every month. You can be a Tar Heel insider too. And there will be a great discussion about this on our board, because there always is, so you can join in. I'd love to get your take there. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Let your Carolina Tar Heel friends know that we are here. Share this video with them. Get them to come on over and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you get updates every time we post something, which is often. I'm AJ. Thanks for stopping by.